Hi guys, and welcome back Butterfly. It's been a while since I've recorded a video. Today I'm going to give you guys 5 truths to embrace, especially if you're a recovering people pleaser, and also attempt to cut my hair because my hair needs cutting. Now mind you, I have a perfectly good barber just like 3 doors down that I can go to. The barber shop is literally right there by my apartment. And my cousin is also a barber who's gonna be watching this video at some point in the future. But I'm still gonna attempt to cut my hair for myself because I bought this clipper. It's not the best clipper. I don't know nothing about clippers. I don't know nothing about barbering, but I'm just gonna attempt to cut my hair for myself. If I mess it up too badly, I'm just gonna go to the barber and let them fix it. Pay the money and let them fix it. But I just want to experiment and see if I can actually cut my hair for myself and how it's gonna turn out. I don't have high hopes. But anyways, embracing the 5 truths. Well, it's more than 5 truths, but today I'm gonna give you 5 truths. The first truth I'm gonna give you to embrace is that you are replaceable. No matter how good we think we are, how valuable we are in others' life, we are in fact replaceable, right? Okay, so far so good. We are in fact replaceable. No one of us is irreplaceable, right? If today or tomorrow your boss decides that they no longer want you at their company, they're gonna replace you. Unfortunately, sometimes they do it without warning, right? And then you don't have a job. And then you're left crying and boohooing and saying how many years you spent at the company slaving away at the company for these people and stuff like that. But it doesn't matter. I don't think this thing is cutting. I don't know what's going on. I don't see any hair falling. Okay, I'm gonna keep going anyways. I don't see any hair falling, but I don't know why it's not cutting. In my brain, I don't see any hair falling, so I'm gonna take the guard off, which may be the worst mistake, but took the guard off. And like I was saying, you and I are replaceable. If today, tomorrow, your boss decides that they don't want you in their company anymore, they fire you, right? And then they look for the next candidate. They don't even think about the how many years you spent at their company. Same thing goes for relationships. You're married today, your spouse decide they no longer want a relationship with you, divorce, or the spouse die and then the next day remarried. We all of us are replaceable. Whatever the circumstances that cause the replacement, you gotta get it in your mind that you are replaceable. That something could happen that can cause your life to be thrown up into chaos, and therefore you are replaceable in somebody's life, and others are replaceable in your life as well. Okay, I took the guard off, and now let's see. Maybe my hair's not combed down properly.
When you're in
I
denial,
took the guard off, but it's still not cutting. Let's try to see. Let's see if my hair is combed up a little bit more. I put the guard back on and I tried again. Took a little bit off. I can't see my back though, so the back, we're having a little issue with the back. Because I'm trying to look at the mirror in the camera behind me. Oh Lord Jesus, and I have church in the morning, so I know this is not the way to do it, but hey. It's good to experiment sometime. So I decided I can't really talk and give the tips the way how I want to and kind of concentrate on cutting this here. So I'm gonna continue the video after I'm finished jacking up my head. I'm gonna continue the video after, okay? So I'll see you after. I tried, y'all. I tried. This side is a little bit lower than that side, but again, I'm not a professional barber. And yeah, I tried a thing just to see if I can do it. Now, will I be attempting it again? I'm not too sure, but you have to try something once in your life, right? So next time you see me, I'll be giving you those 5 tips because I couldn't get to do it while I was concentrating. Yeah. Okay, washed and showered. And you can clearly see what side is bigger than what side, but now I'm putting some Cantu, and don't come at me with my Cantu. I love Cantu. This is the only thing I don't like about this particular Cantu. The coiling moisture is that it takes you a while to rub it in to your hair and getting it all over my face. I'm gonna put the mousse in it. And that's about it for the hair. That's about it, guys. I'm not putting anything else in my hair but these 2 products. Now let's go and chat. That's it for the hair. Okay guys, so like I was saying when I was doing my hair, see how it looks? It has a little patch here. Don't mind it too much. You know, I'll fix it up a little bit tomorrow. But I was saying number 1 is that you are replaceable, right? You're replaceable in the sense that nothing is permanent in our lives. Our friendships, our relationships, our jobs, nothing is permanent. And because nothing is permanent in our lives, we are to not make ourselves so permanent, think so permanently when it comes to our jobs, our friendships, our relationship. We're not supposed to think so permanently because anything can change in the twinkling of an eye. snap a finger, life can change, right? Have the mindset of someone that knows that life can change at any moment. Have the mindset of someone that knows things are always changing, things are always evolving and transforming around us. You don't want to be so dependable that you are crippling others, right? In and crippling yourself too, because the majority of the times when we are so dependable, what happens is that we take on more than we can chew. We take on more than we can handle, and instead of delegating, instead of letting our bosses know, letting our friend groups know, our family members know, hey, I can't deal with this right now. I can't do I have too much on my plate. We take it on because we tell ourselves that we are superhuman. We tell ourselves, no, I'm the dependable one. Everyone depends upon me. I don't want to let anyone down. But having that mindset is putting more stress upon you mentally. It's putting more stress upon your body physically, and over time you can you begin to deteriorate because your body is not in a place of balance. Your body is not in a place of harmony with itself, right? It's not in a place of peace because we are doing too much for ourselves and for everyone around us. In the Bible, the God tells us that we have to that we're supposed to rest, right? When God created the earth in 6 days, and on the seventh day God rested, we as human beings need rest as well. So many of us are going like the Energizer Bunny from day in and day out. We're just going. I have to say, you know, we're not gonna run out of steam and we're not gonna run out of stamina. But guess what? You are gonna run out of steam and you are gonna run out of stamina. So don't be so dependable that others can um run to you with everything. You have to allow people to work out their life situations on their own, number one. Number two, you have to speak up for yourself and know that there are some things, even though you can handle it, you shouldn't. Because why? Everyone needs to learn how to carry load for themselves. My second point is, don't YOLO your way through life. YOLO, you only live once. This way of thinking, while it may be true that you only live in this fleshly body once, and you only get to go at life once, this thinking has caused some people to live their life recklessly. And so I'm telling you not to YOLO your way through life. Don't say, oh, you only live once. The saying, the complete quote is, you only live once, but once is good enough if you do it right. So basically what this actress who said it, I forgot her name, what she was basically saying is that if you live in this life that you're living now, if you live it correctly, once will be enough, right? In the sense that you won't have any regrets in your life. But if you're living if you're saying YOLO for everything and you're basically living your life recklessly because you're telling yourself, I'm only young once, or I'm only gonna live once, then what's happening is that you're not living that life correctly, as the quote rightly said. You're not living that life correctly. You're being reckless with your life. So that is a truth that you need to embrace. You can't YOLO your way through life. You can't YOLO your way through life. Yes, you may only live once, but if you are doing it recklessly, it might as well you don't say YOLO. Number 3, you're not weak if you choose to walk away. I think so many times in our life we stay in situations, we stay in places longer than we are supposed to, because we are telling ourselves that if we walk away, that we are weak. We are telling ourselves if we walk away, what's gonna happen with that situation. You never know. You will never know if you stay in that situation thinking you're the glue that is holding that situation together. You will never know what's gonna happen to you, the person, the situation when you choose to walk away. So having the mentality that says, um, if I walk away, I'm weak. No. If there's a heated argument happening and you know you have an anger issue, you know you have an anger problem, the best thing for you to do is to walk away, right? Because if you don't walk away, you're gonna end up getting yourself into a situation that you didn't want to get yourself into. So many people are in jail because of that. You know why? Because they didn't walk away. They want to appear weak, and so they didn't walk away from situations that were very toxic and very hostile for them. They stayed in those situations and then and they end up on the tail end being being they end up on the tail end going to jail because of that. So yeah, walking away is not being weak. Number 4, you don't have time. I know we say we have time, but we don't. You have time and you don't have time, in the sense that you're getting older. Every day that you wake up, you're getting older, and therefore, because you're getting older, you don't have time to be clapping back at everybody. You don't have time to be petty soon. You know, you don't have that time. And it's precious time wasting being petty with people who dwells in toxicity. Their whole life is to gather people into their toxic cycles. You don't have time for that. You don't have time for those kind of situations. You don't have time to waste. You're getting older, and the older you get is the less time you have to do the things that you have to do upon this earth. Whether that is to write a book, whether that is to, start a business. Number 5, it's okay to be a late bloomer. There are so many things in life that started out late, and their life was so fulfilling. We have the Colonel, whatever his name, the KFC guy, Colonel Sanders. We have Samuel L. Jackson, started out late in life with his career, and we see how successful they are. So it's okay to be a late bloomer. I know sometimes we tend to look at others and compare our lives with others, think that others are living a more fulfilling life than us, but majority of the times, and it's not true. We only see the highlight reel, and we only see the things that people want to show us on social media, right? Even in their lives on a daily basis. So it's okay to be a late bloomer. A bamboo shoots. The seed of a bamboo stays on the ground for 3 years, and when that bamboo shoots up, it grows taller than the tallest trees in the space of a couple months. Because why? Its roots was growing deep into the ground in those 3 years, and they look at it to say that bamboo wasn't growing. They look at it to say it was dead. It was hopeless. It was a hopeless situation, and that is something that I have to remind myself on a daily basis. That it's okay to be a late bloomer. Don't, back in the islands we say don't be in a hurry to build. No, that don't be. They say hurry birds don't build good nests, which means that if you're in such a hurry to get things done, because it seems as if you say others are passing you by, I seem as if you say others are advancing farther and quicker than you, you're gonna make more mistakes. And the nest that you're trying to build and create is not going to be a good nest, because you are in such a hurry. I'll give you a bonus one which goes into um building this hurry. What was that? It's okay to be a late bloomer. FOMO, which is the fear of missing out. The fear of missing out will cause us to do things haphazardly. It will cause us to compare our lives with others when in reality others are having just as much difficulty as we are having. It's just that they're not broadcasting it or they're not showcasing the difficulties that they are having. And so this is just some of the truths that we need to embrace, as a people pleaser. Number one is that you are replaceable. So don't be so dependent. Don't be so dependable to others. Take time out for yourself. Number two, I don't remember the order, but number two, don't YOLO your way through life. Don't YOLO your way through life. Meaning, um, don't play with your life. Don't be reckless with your life, right? Because life is precious, and you can't get back to life. So yeah, don't YOLO your way to life. Number three is that you don't have time. You don't have the time to be petty with people. You don't have time to live in unforgiveness and bitterness and anger and all these different things that the enemy tries to keep in our hearts so that we can be toxic individuals. You don't have that time to do any of that. Release quickly, forgive quickly, love people more. You know, release the anger and the bitterness and anything, the resentment, anything that tries to keep you in a negative space. Just release it. The Bible tells us to cast our cares upon God because He cares upon us. So release those things. Don't keep them on the inside. Number four is that you're not weak if you choose to walk away. You're not weak. And I think some of the strongest people are people who walk away from situations that society tells us not to walk away from. Basically, society wants us to, go tit for tat with others, and you don't have time for that. You don't have time for be all that tit for tat. You're not weak if you walk away. And it doesn't mean that you're stupid, that people take advantage of you because you're choosing the best decision to walk away. Some people say, oh, you have to confront situation, and that is true. There's situation that you have to confront. But also, know when you are being baited into doing things that you don't want. And so you have to make the choice, just walk away. Some things are not worth your energy or your time. Just walk away, and you're not weak for doing that. And number five is that it's okay to be a late bloomer, just like the bamboo that bloomed late. It's okay to be a late bloomer. Colonel Sanders did it. Samuel L. Jackson did it, and there's other people that you can look to who bloom later in their life. So it's okay. It's okay. All right, it's okay. And the bonus one was FOMO. Don't compare yourself to others. The fear don't allow the fear of missing out to cause you to sabotage your life and to enter into situations that you shouldn't be into because you are fearing missing out. It's not all that is cracked up to be when you look at people's life, when you look at social media, and they're showing you the highlight reel. Don't allow the fear of missing out cause you to compare where you are and your life situation with others, and so you jump ahead and rush into situations without thinking, without clarity, and then you end up on the losing end. So that's my thoughts for you guys for today, and I'll see you in the next video. And one more thing before I go, guys, don't be afraid to make mistakes, okay? Because look at my head, okay? I did this myself. There's a bunch of mistakes all over it, but you know what? It's so empowering to do things yourself and to learn and to teach yourself different skills. Just take the leap, do something that is out of the box that you'll never imagine yourself doing, and see how it goes. You know, mistakes can always be corrected. And if they can't be corrected, you just live, you learn, and you move on. Lesson learned. Life is all about learning lessons. The more lessons you learn, the more you grow, and the more you change, and the more you transform on a daily basis. So I will see you guys in our next video.